How have you
Hi.
been? Oh my goodness, I miss you.
I miss you. How was your performance?
Oh, I had another one like last time. Like which one? It was really good. We sold out. Fucking $50 a ticket, 300 people. Let's go.
Nice.
DSC in the fucking house. But I had another one 2 nights ago for UAW, United Auto Workers. Let's go unions. And that one was great too.
How much did you learn by the time you had to make it to your dress rehearsal?
I wouldn't say I did great, but I
You
like did
played
enough
it
where it wasn't
off.
embarrassing.
So,
What are we talking about?
top 5 tips of organizing.
Okay. As an organizer or like as someone just getting into it and like what regard? Like how to like start getting involved or how to organize.
How to organize. Like
Okay.
for instance, if it was like something under the table, like whatever Everett like sent you or some shit like that.
Sure.
Like if white people started getting
First,
uncomfortable enough.
so speak in terms that fellow community members who are already involved like do like dog whistles almost, as far as some of it. Use channels that are less likely to be infiltrated. Lots of vetting for sure. Like we had a signal chat for ICE here, as like a first responders who like go out and do rapid response work that was infiltrated. Like the Guardian did an article and an FBI agent like infiltrated one of our rapid response groups. So like it doesn't mean it's safe. So like also be aware that like anything even in those groups, be careful of. But most importantly, I think is bringing it to the level where you can get people in. So like speaking to people because like as an organizer, your job is to like get people involved, but the right people. But trying to speak to people at where they're at, meet people where they're at, and like getting them. So like I like always start like for example like let's use ICE. I don't start with like go do rapid response and court watch. I start with go to a know your rights training. You know, I think that's one of the most important things is because like then you find people like oh shit they like people don't know what to do like everyone's panicking and they're paralyzed and everyone's looking for a way to help. Not everyone. Some
Yeah,
people are.
there was someone who asked like how do you get over that how do you get over that fear? Like you know you need to do something, but how do you get over that fear? And I was like, that's a good question.
Well, is it fear or is it knowing what to do next? Because those are two different things.
They were saying like it was fear because like the way capitalism has us, it has people in in one of those states of like, okay, well, will I lose my job? Will I like just because
That
I'm
hits me
trying
hard
to
that one.
do the right thing, and the next thing you know,
Yeah, your jobs.
so it's just like, how do you get over that? Like knowing that
You're gonna be okay.
this is
You
bigger
don't.
than that. So
So like honestly, this is like one that like I'm glad you asked that one because this is one that like recently I actually got really upset with some of my closest family members, like friends. So like when Renee Good was unalived, people like in my life who like know the work I do that I've done for years, who like should have known that I was always at risk, know that other bodies that were not white have always been at risk,
yeah,
like reached out to me. I was like, Christine, you have to stop doing this. Like, this is too dangerous for you. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Who the fuck do you think I am? Like, do you think I didn't know? Like, I get pepper sprayed all the time. Like, you think I don't know that I'm risking that? I think that it's, first, as white people, we have to lose our goddamn privilege. I recognize that standing up in this moment is giving up our privilege and like being willing to, not that we're going to be able to completely give it up, but like recognizing that, like, yes, it's going to take white bodies unaliving for change to happen. But if we live in fear, there will be no change. Like, fear says nothing can change. Hope says, like, change is coming. And if we live in fear, like, I don't think that things are going to change enough in my lifetime to impact me. But maybe for my nieces.
yeah. So What was the shit? No, that's a very valid point. Oh, so a lot of people, like, I legitimately talk about, like, people, like, using their privilege and whatnot, and I'm just like, just understand, like, people that look like me, or people who look like you will get, like, silver bracelets. People who look like me will get silver piercings. So, like, I don't mind being there with you, like, along the way, but I can't step outside with you.
No.
Like,
If you want to, that's your choice. But like, I
yeah.
don't encourage people to. And like, I mean, I was pepper sprayed as a legal observer a few days ago with my legal observer vest with alongside reporters, which is supposed to be illegal, you know?
Yeah.
So like, imagine people of color having been at the front lines.
And I was explaining, I was like, y'all know they boom boomed like radical black people's homes in the middle of a fucking neighborhood.
Okay, that's what pissed me so. Okay, so that's what was pissing me off. Like, I literally had like my parents reach out to me like, you have to stop doing this work. I go, and it's like, who do you think I am? Like, I don't. Who are you? Like, black and brown bodies have been like fucking unaliving. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. One white woman died, and you're now like, oh no, like what the fuck? Like, do you like? Who do you think? Like, what a judgment on. Like, also, I was judging them. Like, what a judgment on me that like, I didn't already know I was at risk. Like, I literally fucking put myself in front of. That's what we're supposed to do. And like, I did have a come to Jesus moment at one moment, which was like, it was a hard moment for me. It was during the BLM movement. And I was like helping organize. Obviously, wasn't speaking. It was my time to amplify their voices. But this woman who's she was, I don't remember her position at the time, but she was in government. Her name is Therese McCammon. And she came up to me and she said, Christine, you have to tell, like before we go out to like march, you have to say white bodies to the front and the sides. And I was like, I understand why. I just, as a white woman, I feel uncomfortable during BLM. It's like telling black people, get to the back. Like, that's how I heard it.
Yeah.
Like, get to the back of the bus. That's what I heard. And she goes, yeah, because you're white. That's what you heard. Like, listen to me in this moment. No. Like, check yourself. Who gives a fuck how it comes across? Your job is to keep black and brown people safe. So, like, I don't give a fuck if it makes you uncomfortable. Say white bodies to the sides and the front. Go. And I was like, whew. And like, I did it. Like, it took me a second to be like, who cares? Like, live in your discomfort, Christine. That's the part of being anti-racist. And like, to me, it felt like racist to say black and brown bodies get to the back, because that's how I heard it. But that was coming from my whiteness,
Yeah.
as opposed to a black woman saying, no, keep fucking black and brown bodies safe, get to the fucking front and sides. Which, like, I knew we were supposed to do, but I felt so uncomfortable saying to black and brown people during BLM, get fucking behind, like, go to the back. And you're like, ah. But like, I needed that check. I needed the check. It was one of those moments that like kind of changed my realization about shit.
Yeah, it's sitting in your discomfort, because like without the discomfort, without pain, you're not going to have growth. Like if you constantly continue to pull yourself out right when you feel uncomfortable, you're never going to learn from it. You're never going to be able to grow from that. So
I think it was one of them, like a crucial moment in my life, honestly. Because like I work actively to be like anti-racist, anti-misogynistic even, because it's inherent. But recognizing that like I was viewing it so differently and it was my discomfort. And like I was not prioritizing black and brown bodies in that moment, even though I thought I was. Like it was like that would be rude. I mean, it was like, but wait a minute, what? And she's like, no, it needs to come from you. Like you hold your white people. You're not telling black and brown bodies what to do. You're telling white bodies what to do.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, right, check me, thank you. But like it did. It was really uncomfortable to say to 5,000 people, like white people to the fucking front and sides. But it was a moment I will always be grateful that she like checked me on, because I like remember it every day.
I think the most frustrating thing for me is like, I think the pressure comes from just me having kids, but mainly because I have a 13-year-old. He's gonna be 14 this year, and
That's
he's
scary.
technically black and brown, so because I mean he has a Guatemalan ass last name, and he's a biracial child. It just depends on the day what they decide he is.
And not even if it matters.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that I feel like I'm like, y'all aren't getting mad enough fast enough. And I'm like, I need to do it. I want to do it. And then I'm just like,
You need to stay alive too.
what good am I going to be? But at the same time, I go back and forth and I'm like, what good am I going to be not doing anything? Like, I feel like it's a
Well, you
double-edged
could also
sword.
teach us. Like, that's not on you, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not your job to educate white people. But as someone who, I don't want you to risk your life because I love you. So I recognize why you can't be out on the front lines. But having you be like, hey, this is what our community needs from you, that I will say is helpful. Like, I work with a lot of different, groups here, like drum, like Surge, a bunch of different groups in New York City, where it's like, this is what we need from you. And like having that, where it's like, we can't be on the front lines. This is what we're at. Like, same with immigrant communities, like, same thing. So it's like having that, where it's like, we're doing what the communities want. And so we're not misstepping or like doing something that puts you more in jeopardy or danger or it's out of line. That's helpful, like doing it behind the scenes. So that way, like, you're not risking because you have the lack of privilege, But at the same time, we don't want to do shit that's gonna fucking you all over.
Yeah, and like my whole thing with it all as well, like I think the hardest thing was for my son to come home from school one day and just be like, Mom, I'm really worried about my friend because his family's really worried about being immigrants. And he was like, even though they do have legal status, they're still worried because, and I'm like, this is before I've had the conversation with him when it came to law enforcement and shit like that. But like, I hadn't had much of a conversation with him about like what was happening when it came to,
Iceland.
when it came to, when it came to ICE. So when he came to me and he said that, I'm like, he's in middle school. It's real.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like a lot of the kids I work with, we had one of the kids in our school's parents be deported. And my brother, not biological, but he's here under TPS. Like, we sponsored him. I've known since I was a child. Julian, he's Haitian. And it's scary. Like, and the kids like here in New York a lot of them are immigrants. And it's a very clear, present danger where like the kids come home going, oh, so-and-so's parents might not be like, it's
And it's
shitty
just
as
like,
fuck. They're dealing with it.
and that you could only imagine like what just trying to go to school and get an education would lead to, right? It's just like, is this the day that I don't get to go home from school?
Well, I'm between mass I mean, there's so much these kids are dealing with. And then I had one of my kids, Stella Rose, my actual niece, came home one day and said the boys were running around going, your body, my choice.
Yep.
And like then we had to have that conversation. That was when she was 6.
Yep.
And you're just like, holy fuck.
And it's so fucking weird. Like, why would you? And like, even some people that are on here, like, I say some unhinged shit, but like, I typically say it for like the greater good. It's not out of hatred. It's not out of like bigotry, anything like that. So like,
Your unhinged shit is not unhinged the way that you're talking about.
yeah. So it's just like the fact that people say like the most racist and the most heinous things in front of their kids, and they're just like,
Or on a public platform.
I don't even care about the public platform, but like
No, I
they'll
know, but the fact
literally
that,
have
like,
their
in a
kids
level
in
of
the
society now,
background.
they feel comfortable doing that shit.
Yeah. I was screening calls for a live the other night, and the dude, I had talked to him, pushed him through, and then I was screening other calls, and then dude calls back, and I'm like, you already called tonight. He's like, yeah, they pushed me into a trap. And I was like, a trap? And I was like, what, facts? And he goes, no, they got me to slur. You are in your fucking... No, I think he'd be like
I don't give a
61.
fuck how old you are. I don't give a fuck how drunk you are. There's never one time in my fucking life I've ever said a fucking goddamn slur in my entire goddamn life.
61, and you just said that two women made you slur. They pushed you in a corner and made
No.
you slur over a
No.
phone. I was like, do you
That's
just casually
absurd.
slur? And he goes, no, I mean, yeah. And I'm like, you can't do that. Well, why not? I got the freedom of speech. What does the freedom of speech protect you from? Oh, it lets me say whatever I want. No, what is freedom of speech for? Immediately. I'm over here giving this fucking 60-year-old man a lesson on what the freedom of speech is actually for.
Well, and to be clear, freedom of speech, yeah, you're right. You can slur. Doesn't mean you don't have consequences.
Like, these motherfuckers are crazy. Yeah,
Like, this is the same people, like, don't cancel people, but then, like, let's cancel every late night show that, like, fucking talks bad about our administration. But we don't cancel culture or whatever. Oh, honey boo boo, then you're fucking canceled. Deal with it, bitch.
Yep. And it's just like, these are the biggest fucking snowflakes. Oh my gosh, someone crashed the fuck out because I asked, ugh. Because I asked him to stop interrupting people in the panel because I was just like, hey, just for
Was it a
like,
man?
of course.
Excuse you. How dare you tell a man what to do?
Right. So I was just listening to, or I was just like, hey, can you guys just be mindful about like interrupting one another because like some people utilize accessibility software where it can fuck up the captions if they're hard of hearing. And he was like, what is this? Some Title Nine live where, we're just being sensitive and I was like, sir, that's very ableist of you. He goes, it's not ableist. I've been on disability for 20 years. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Oh my god, Mia, I literally just got off a live not long ago where we're talking about DIA. I don't know why I even bother anymore. And like it was like them talking about a quota and how it's not meritocracy. And like trying to explain like if you want the best person for the job, don't you want all the applications to be reviewed? Like what if the best person for the job happens to be a black person or a brown person or a woman or a disabled person, whatever it may be, and they never get you never get to see their application. And that's not meritocracy. And like, yeah, but there are quotas and shit. I'm like, no, there are not. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And DIA isn't even, it's for fucking outreach and like once someone's
Wait, job
already in a
postings and shit.
space, it's on, DIA isn't even for hiring process.
My level of aggravation, and like then they're like, wait, but there's like you're confusing affirmative action, which doesn't even exist anymore. That's not even a fucking thing. You don't even know. And they're like, it's DIA, not DIIA. No, it is DIA. You don't know what you're talking about.
Milk. The reason why that guy made sense to you, oh, of course you leave as soon as I address you.
Oh, fuck, I haven't seen him forever.
It's because you're intellectually lazy. And I think intellectually is still giving you grace. So.
Hey, Ben, Milk, you ever get that pillow or fridge?
Yeah, he scrolled out as soon as I said milk.
Mm.
Oh my God.
God, I haven't seen him forever. Thank God. It is just, I've kind of stopped. I will say I had a moment recently. There was a woman, her name's Paula. I'll just send you her username. I knew her like a few years ago before this recent presidential election, and she had voted for Trump the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And she like before the election, I was going live all the time. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Erica. Before I was the election, I was going live all the time to try to like talk to people and make sure like the votes went the right way. And there was this woman, Paula, who apparently had like been listening to me for a few months and was like fastidiously taking notes in a notebook and like looking up the conversations we had. And then she like started putting like questions in the comments, and like I would answer them, and she would like look up what I said. And then she started coming up on the panel, and then we started talking. And like she now like credits me, which like I credit her, because who else fucking does that?
Yeah.
Like, how many other magos do you know that like write down shit and like ask, like look it up and like do questions and shit like that? But she spent 6 months before coming up on my live, like watching me and like looking into things, and like ended up voting for Harris, and now holds her own panels, and like is now a Democrat, and like regrets ever having voted for Trump. But it was like she reminded me that some of these people are not completely forgone, and while I may never trust them or forgive them, I can't, like, so much of me, I'm like, I don't even want to fucking talk to these assholes anymore. Like, I'll never forgive you. Like, you're literally fucking the schmatzis. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm still, like, back and forth on it. Like, she, like, reminded me, like, oh, yeah, she was able to be reached. But I'm like, but I don't know if I can still do it anymore.
I
I
think
don't want to have talks with them.
it
I
is.
do
It is.
still
It is
peppers pretty
hard.
recently. I'm sick, and I lost my voice.
Like it is really hard. I go back and forth with it all the time. But then I think so once I started doing these panels where it's just like the peripolitics, the sociology or socio-political bullshit, I just started gentle parenting them, and then it makes them crash out even harder. So it's just like if I gentle parent them and then they crash out, then it's just like they don't
The
they're
calmer you get.
yeah. And so
Thank you so much.
I talk to them about it, or like there are some people that I'm just like, do you want to have a conversation? And like, all
I
right,
do
then I
not
need
have
you
your
to
level of
breathe.
patience.
I was like, I need you to slow down. I need you to breathe. Like,
I could do that before. I can't do it anymore. I get so like I hate it, but I crash out so much more now. I know I shouldn't. I know it's not rational. And in real life, I'm actually so much better at it. But like on this, I'm like, are you not fucking hearing words coming out of my goddamn mouth, you fucking idiot? I literally can't fucking handle it. Because it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like I get so pissed off.
it's funny because
It's so
it's
much
not
smarter. It's so much more.
consistent. It's not like so. For instance, what was it? It was Friday. Like Blue and I were up here, and there's this dude that came up here for the second time, and he was upset the first time that I was talking about like femicide, and that was just like the small bit of what I was talking about when it just basically how women are threatened anytime they leave their house. They're threatened within their own
Existence.
houses. Like their
Oh
existence
God, I
is
can't wait for the
threatened,
response.
right?
I'm sure it went really well.
And he goes, I just don't understand why you're focusing on the 20% when we should be focusing on like the 80%, like
What the
infanticide.
fuck?
He was like, we should be like focused on like the infanticide, and like black people are getting killed. And I'm like,
Do you not get women are fucking black too? And we're more the majority of the country?
and I was like, I was like, question, and he goes, what's up? I was like, when people said Black Lives Matter, you respond with All Lives Matter? Of course not. There was a disproportionate.
That's such a
of that.
fucking ridiculous. What a fucking stupid. Are you kidding me?
Did it
That's so
twice.
disingenuous.
First and second, I was like, oh, this is the All Lives Matter guy. He's like, that's fucking ridiculous. Why would you say I don't know. All Lives Matter was stupid. It's because there was a disproportionate amount of killing, whereas you talking about femicide, and that's not disproportionate.
I'm so sorry. Are we living in the same goddamn world? And like, let's be very clear. Black women are the most fucking
I
at
was
risk. But what the fuck?
like Blue was up here too both times, and he's just like, it's no fucking way. No fucking way. And then he would get offended when I'd be like, oh, this is the All Lives Matter guy. And he's like, All asides matter.
All sides do matter.
He's like, I never
but
said
not in
that.
relation to-
I never said that. I was like, wait, do you think when I say you're the all lives matter guy, I literally mean that's what you support? I'm saying that's literally what you're saying when I'm talking about femicide, when I'm talking about the like rampant violence
I don't know,
against
you know.
women.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I like at protests, what I like to do, because like when I'm not legal observing, I can do it. When I'm legal observing, I can't. But like when I'm just there as like protester, I'll walk up to a line with like 10 cops and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So which 4 of you are domestic violence abusers? Not when I stops them short.
Ah,
What does it mean by choose your privilege?
did you vote?
Yes.
Okay, so that's covered. Did you vote third party?
No.
Okay.
I wonder
you-
who he voted for me.
Are you white?
Yes.
Okay, that's privilege. Are you a man?
Oh yeah.
Privilege.
All
Are
right.
you
Keep going.
able-bodied?
Yes.
Okay, privilege. So you have 3 privileges right now.
Wait, hold up. We can keep naming more. Let's go. Come on. Anything else?
I'm not here
not
for
getting
your
it.
entertainment. I'm here to have a conversation. If you want to unpack those things and talk
Okay,
about
okay.
like, but I'm not going to sit here and I'm not a,
No, wait, hold up. I want to see how privileged I really am.
What do you think privilege means?
Pretty much the embodiment of me.
oh, you're not a real person.
I'm glad you recognize it now. Wow, Mia, look how quickly you made someone understand their privilege.
Oh, yeah,
Congratulations.
I am privileged. And why wouldn't I use my privilege to my advantage? Well, what's up with this? Yeah, of course I'm privileged. I'm a straight, white, tall male. I have blonde hair.
Look how he added in tall and blonde. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I added tall and blonde. Because, white people are the people who pretty much built half the world, colonized everything.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
Stop it.
Keep me going. Keep me going.
Who
We built
built
the
the White
Western
House, honey boo boo?
civilization.
Who built our country?
Who built my country? The niggers that we enslaved. The niggers that we enslaved.
I can't with these people.
Tony.
I don't want. Hey, I don't want to disrupt the conversation. I just want to say one word, and I'll bet you somebody knows what it is.
Punishment.
Punishment.
I fucking was waiting for your text, man. I told you we should check in tonight.
I don't want to hear it. You're up on lives, playing around, TikToking. Okay.
We're trying to
You
save the
don't
world.
call.
Uncle Tony. Also, I got late last night, so.
Oh, here we go. Why is it you feel I need to know this stuff?
Because it makes you so uncomfortable.
Making white men
Because it makes me feel
uncomfortable
uncomfortable?
is so fun.
That's all she ever does to me. Whatever.
I love you.
I love you too.
Love you.
I cannot believe it just came up there. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I can. No part of me is
That's so
incredulous.
sad that guys. It's so sad that people are that way.
But okay,
It
how
really is.
telling was it they added in blonde?
So I already knew that was gonna come up. So I think the funniest thing about people who
I was gonna turn my camera off for a second because I'm gonna get a breath of fresh air.
people who do shit like that is just like they very much show their insecurities, because my biggest thing is first off, I can digest gluten. And second off, if you were so superior, you wouldn't have to say it. You just would be.
Right. Like the rich people don't go around bragging about how rich they are.
Yeah. You would just be.
Right.
That's it. That's all you would have
If
to
you don't
do.
have to worry about money, you don't think about money because you're so privileged and wealthy. Like that's the whole goal of being so rich, right? So like it's not like a barrier that like you have to think of.
Yeah.
What I'd like to know is listen, Christine and others correct me all the time. I put my foot in my mouth plenty. All right.
Yes.
I'm open to, you know, and but why do they feel that there's some problem, like they got some sort of issue that like, why can't they just be open to it? Like, there's nothing wrong with being open. People make mistakes, and you maybe not don't realize things or whatever. Just be open to it. I don't understand the problem.
The
How does that
patriarchy.
make you less of a man
The
or less of a
patriarchy.
person?
Well, and Uncle Tony, you are unique. Remember when we first met? Like you were like, I don't know, I don't do pronouns. Like
Right.
that was like years ago, like right? And like now you'll be
Right,
one of the
but
first ones to be like, they use they them pronouns. Because
right, I have no
you were willing
problem
to
with
like
it.
actually use your like what the day I stopped learning is the day I don't want to be alive anymore.
Yeah, it's not worth upsetting people in the world.
Right. And
To
like
me.
times change. And like I get that in your time pronouns like I mean they were a thing, they were part of like English language. But like they weren't used
Yeah,
openly or accepted. But like you're one of the few people where like I'm willing to learn. And like you still do make mistakes, you know, like as do I.
absolutely.
But like the fact that you're open, like that's what we need more of.
I don't. I'm
But
perfect.
it doesn't make me less
Me
of a
Sam.
man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Whether it's from a girl, a woman, a younger
Look
person,
at you
it doesn't
correcting
matter.
yourself. You learned that one too, that we don't call women girls.
That's right. Which is weird to me, but I'll follow it. I'm not looking to hurt nobody, you know. But to be so arrogant, and hurtful, and I don't know. I don't get it.
It's because they're hurting.